we want to see, I'm looking for an entry on a pullback because I like trading pullbacks, so price pulls back to an area of support, okay? And this little area here, the zone here, I marked off, okay? I'm gonna bring the volume profile at that time period when price pulled back. We're at the lower end of. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and once again, we're looking at the emini S&P 500 futures. That is the ES, which is a derivative of the major S&P 500 index, guys. I was just tongue twisted there for a little bit because I saw price is pushing hard to the upside, but we've got, yeah, see, price is very volatile right now. You can see it racing around if you really look at the 4-range chart here. Okay, I lost my volume profile here on my 12 range, but I'm waiting for that to repopulate there, as well as cumulative delta at the bottom. But anyways, for all those who have already subscribed to the channel, you guys already know, thank you for joining the team and subbing to the channel. And if you are currently a subscriber and have not clicked that bell icon, I believe it's next to the subscribe button here on YouTube, go ahead and click that. That's just post notification that will make sure or ensure that you receive all the uploads, or each time I upload a video to the channel, you'll get a notification or alert to whatever device you have maybe set up and how you have it set up to let you know that I posted a new video. If it's your first time watching one of the videos, go ahead, stay tuned, watch the video, and scroll back and watch some of the prior videos or previous videos that I have. I have well over 160 videos on the channel. I'm a price action trader, so I follow price action day in, day out. I like to analyze the market and basically trade around areas of support and resistance. More so looking for high probability setups based and surrounding around supply and demand areas. So if this is your first time watching one of the videos, please take the time to go ahead and hit that red button for me, that subscribe button. Price is racing around right now, guys, as well as hit that bell icon if you are a new subscriber or getting ready to currently hit that subscribe button, which I know you will do for me. Okay, we've got news. This is the reason why the market is racing around. I mean, it's really racing. We have a Fed chair speaker. I'm sorry. Powell is testifying. Chairman Powell is testifying, which was at 10 o'clock, and maybe getting some, I don't know if they have a session going on right now to where things are kind of driving the market right now by being what's said. Crude inventories is hitting at 10:30, which is right now. So right now, what do we do when we see major news or economic news? We stand to the sidelines and wait for the volatility to kind of get back to a normal pace to where we can trade. Okay, but I'm not sure how long this will actually go on. Basically, I wait for normalization of price to really start looking for any kind of entries, guys. Also be mindful, and bring that back over here, that what's tomorrow, Thursday, we have unemployment tomorrow morning, of course, at 8:30 in the morning. That's a pre-market as well. Again, tomorrow we have Fed Chair Powell testifying tomorrow. ISM. Let's see. And then on Friday, which is the 4th, let's see. Yep, Friday we have NFP, non-farm payroll. So those are some major events that will have some type of impact on the markets themselves. Okay. All right, and the site I use, I've discussed it several times, is Forex Factory, guys. It's a good way to stay in tune with all the economic news events that are going on. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, the markets are still a little volatile right now. I did take a couple trades prior to recording the video, guys. Sometimes I knew today we had to have some news, and I wanted to get in on a couple of entries before the news would start impacting the markets in any kind of way. So I'm going to discuss those couple of entries. First of all, I'll show you. Let's see here if I can pull it up. Trade performance. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, pull up my trade performance and I'll show you right now. I'm just up 29 ticks. I took 2 trades this morning prior to starting the recording of this video here. I'll show you and I'll discuss those entries there. Okay, I can bring it up here. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I took a long entry. Price broke to the upside here. You can see it, then it pulled back. Okay, it broke some structure on the way down, turns back around. This is where you have to be, your mind kind of shifts because, one moment you may see some impulse buying to the downside or buying back to the upside. So you have to, constantly be looking for areas to trade, and having multiple charts, looking for setups once you're into a trade help you out as far as being able to stay long into a trade, say for instance, whatever the case is. But sometimes, I'm a scalper, so sometimes I just get in, get out based on the setup that I see or whatever the case is. So as price is breaking back to the upside, it took out this high right here, right? Okay, so and we can see price is pushing higher. As it pulled back, pushed up higher, it took out this area right here, right? This high. But it also took out structure to the left-hand side of the screen, or to the chart right here, okay? It took out that high right there at 44, let's say, okay? So we want to see, I'm looking for an entry on a pullback because I like trading pullbacks, so price pulls back to an area of support, okay? And this little area here, the zone here, I marked off, okay? I'm going to bring the volume profile at that time period when price pulled back. We're at the lower end of a volume node, I should say, a high volume node at the edge of it. So, I look for confluency for price, meaning as it's breaking structure, breaking levels to the upside, and then on the pullback, I'm looking for a area of volume when price like to pull back to, because price is so comfortable when it pulls back to areas of volume. So, if it's in a low volume area, most of the times, LVNs can act as a means of support and resistance as well. But price typically likes to move through those areas back to another area of volume. Say if it's moving from the top to an area of volume below, and that's what it did in this case. At some point or area up here, which was, if you look to the left-hand side of your chart, I'm sure it's an area of resistance. Price bounces, pulls back. Okay, so now we're back into support, hitting up against support right here, high volume area. I could trade the edge, meaning where I'm buying kind of the low. You don't want to buy the high end, buying the low end of a particular swing, whatever the case is, an area of support back below the high volume area, okay? So I waited for the rejection to happen here, okay? Price rejected this area, and I took the trade as price broke this area right here above this, pretty much above the red line right here. Really, my trade would have been at, let's see here, 40, well, 40's the moment price broke back above pretty much 41, I believe I got, 41 is where I got in at, 41, and I took it back up to this area here. You could have taken it back up to this high up here, because that is an area of resistance right there. Now here's the thing too, okay? One thing that I stepped away from the computer when price pulled back to this area up here, okay? So basically this is a trade pulling back to an area of support, okay? Looking for the rejection back below a high volume area, okay? And when I saw price rejecting this area, I took the trade at the break back to the upside, okay? Back to the upside at 41 and above, okay? Now, let's take a look at something here. Okay, so when price got back above this area here, this was a short right here, okay? I took the trade on pull back to support. Back to an area of supply, okay? Right here at the tops, okay? So basically you have a double top. I don't like to trade double top to bottom type thing situation. I don't call it that. It is what it is though. But I like to, this was an action opportunity to actually go short, okay? I missed that opportunity. Would have been a very good opportunity because in situations like this, price rejected, and if you look back over, now this is not a daily session profile here. This is more so, this is like a range profile pretty much to where I can zoom in and zoom out, scroll in and scroll out, basically looking for areas, whatever area I'm interested in, as I scroll to the left or right, you see the profile shifting. Okay, so I like to use it on my higher time frame charts, especially like on the 12 range, whatever the case is. But if you go and look at the daily, I'm gonna put this red line right here. This is right at around 48, 49 area. Okay, we're back at the tops right here. Now if we go and look at the daily profile off the 4 range, okay, what do we see here? Which that area was right here. Sorry about that. Right here, okay? So this was where price pulled back, okay? Rejects, pushes higher, okay? Back into the area of supply right here, okay? This would have been an opportunity to go short, guys. It would have been a great opportunity that shows you that off the 12 range. Now you could have taken this trade pretty much back into the area of value, which back down to the value area high, which is at this area here, okay? And if you could have held it, you could have taken it back down to support this low here, okay? So as traders, I'm a scalper, so I get in and get out, based upon where I see areas of support and resistance lying above or below. So, I trade accordingly or whatever the case is. But we all trying to develop and become better traders. You know what I mean? So one of my biggest things that that I working personally on myself is to, of course, we all want to be able to maximize profits. So that's one thing I'm doing is trying to work on trailing behind or trailing when I get into the market. Scaling out one contract, maybe a certain area, and let the other one run or whatever the case is. I mean, sometimes I'd like to get in and get out and, wait for the next opportunity, because that's just how the market is. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. Even when the market's ranging sometimes, if you really know how to trade, you could scalp and make money even in ranges. So, but this would have been a great opportunity from the tops right here at supply, bringing it back down into value and possibly even bringing it back down to this area of support here, so which was this low. Okay, second opportunity which I took a trade on was when, so that's the first one right here. These rectangle boxes, these are the areas I'm marking off as my area of pretty much support where I took my trade from. At that area, price rejected. Okay, price pushes lower. Okay, all right, breaks that area there, pushes lower. We pull back to another area of support, okay? And at that point, this was another area. When price pushed lower here, pushed back up, taking our structure back to the upside, okay? Pulls back to this area right here, okay? All right? Pulls back to this area. I'm interested at the rejection below a high volume area. See that? Below a high volume area at the outer edge of a high volume area. Price likes to trade back up to the mean, basically, of a volume area. So the bottom edge, I'm buying the lows, and I want to, say sell the highs, whatever the case is. So if you're thinking about, I always say buy the lows, sell the highs type thing. You sell when price is most expensive, or when price is higher. So when you get to an area of resistance or area of supply, you're looking to take a trade at an area back into within resistance to where price is higher. Okay. Because the institutions like to work in a way to where they want to sell at a higher price point and buy at a lower price point is what I'm trying to say, guys. I understand how it works, okay? So I took an entry here, right here at an area here of support and price bounce, and basically back up to, you can take it back up to the high right here, okay? And price actually pushed higher, okay? So once again, there's a lot more that could have came out of that trade, but I'm a scalper. I'm looking for my ticks to get out, wait for the next setup, and get back in, or whatever the case is. So those were two opportunities that I took, but a good opportunity would have been right here. Okay, this was a great opportunity right here. Okay, so I like to trade the edges of a volume profile. Volume profile is I like to see volume when I'm trading, guys. It's a very good tool to use. If you're not using or looking at volume, I know you can trade pure price action, but you want to have some things to look at also, that to where they can help you trading out. You can trade even, have some means of confluence, meaning just price pulling back to an area of support and resistance is just not enough for me. I have to see, is it pulling back to a significant area on my charts, significant area of support and resistance. And that's why I use cumulative delta, because you know, volume is developing real time. Cumulative delta is the time it sells, so all that's real time. So as price moving and volume is developing, as well as cumulative delta, you can see the orders coming into the market. So I like to use things that work together as a team to help my trading, to help me, to overall help me as become a better trader. So some things are just, they lag behind certain indicators. So that's why I don't use a bunch of indicators. Like some people who are technical analysis traders, they use a lot of different things. And I don't know how they keep their eyes on all that stuff. I like to try to be as simple as possible, because simplicity is just, to me, the best way to trade. You're not cluttering your mind and looking at so much information. And having multiple time frame charts is important to me, because I always want to be moving in the same direction as the higher time frame. And that's one thing we didn't look at this morning too. We'll take a look at it here in a second. Was looking at the higher time frame. Let me take this off. These plots. Okay, so you guys get that there. There was actually 3 good trades shortly after the market opening up. Like I always say, I'll wait maybe 15-20 minutes after the market open to start doing any kind of trading. So looks like we're at the normal pace of the market right now. So let's look over at the 60 range. We didn't take a look at that this morning. So let's see. We've been pushing higher, as of coming into 24th, and right now we're kind of, if you look at the 60 range chart, we're kind of moving sideways. We haven't taken out, really broke to the downside and taken out, say, this low right here, but and we also haven't, we wicked out here at the top. Okay, so we pushed up, pulled back, and wicked out here at the top right here. So we're kind of just moving sideways right now. So can you trade like this? Yes. What kind of opportunities could you be looking for? Both selling and buying, to be honest with you. The market's moving, with it moving sideways. And when I say basically we're ranging, we're kind of in a wedge in a sense. Well, we are in a wedge. I don't want to use a ray. I'm sorry about that. I meant to grab an arrow line. So, the market's just, it's wedging right now. So just be careful. You can still trade either way. So when I see instances like this, then I'm more looking at my 12 range, or maybe even a 24 range chart, which I have all 4 of them. This is a 60 range, higher time frame. Next to it, next level of higher time frame, the 24, 12 range, and then the 4 range right here. Okay. So let's see if we maybe can get to a few more trades right now, or another trade or two, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who's been following the channel, guys, and liking the videos. I thank you on that one. Let's see. Delta right now, you can see Delta is negative, so to me, you'd be looking, it's more of a bearish, bias standpoint, or whatever the case is. The market being, with Delta being bearish at this point. Okay, so let's look over at the 12 range and see if we can mark off an area. All right, let's see. Move this up here. Okay. Let's see. You can see Delta below is still bearish. It's negative, I should say. Yeah. It's 11 o'clock right now, so market is a little pace of the market slowed down a little bit here. Yeah. Breaking down. Okay. So right now we have this high sitting up here, and we've, making a little channel to the downside here. So be careful. Yeah. There it goes. See? Came down here, turned back around, pushed up higher. Okay. Or pushed back up. Mm. Mm. Okay, looks like price may try to break higher here. Can't take them all. Cannot take them all. As I mentioned, we're moving sideways if you look at that 60 range chart. Higher time frame. And if you can see it here in the 12 range where, not breaking a high here, and then we have a low right here, high right here. Price is not, so we're moving sideways here. We're ranging here. Some people would say, "Oh, you missed this trade. You missed this trade." We're not all perfectionists. We're gonna miss some trades. You're gonna miss some things because maybe your eyes focusing on something else. So yeah, price broke higher here. I figured it would. Yep. Breaking higher, guys. Cumulative delta. You can see it. It's reflective on the cumulative delta. Wow, look at that. All right. Maybe if we can. I don't know yet. We'll see. $60. Oh yeah. Broke 58. Broke 60. Okay. Yeah. Price is really. It's bouncing. I mean, not bouncing. Excuse me, guys. It's pulling back. Let's see. Okay. I'm long. Come on. There we go. All right. Price pulled back to this area right here. Okay. Saw it rejection. Green candle closed to the upside. Okay. Broke back above this area right here. All right. And I went long. Price probably come back at least to this area right here. Around 60, 64, 65 area. See it come up there. There you go. Okay, so we got into a little solid trade entry right there. Alright, I am up 42 ticks now. I had 20, I think I said I had 29. Yeah, 29. So, what's this thing doing? 42, okay. 42 and no losses today so far. Got it? Okay. Alright. Oh, it's this. The video, the webcam sometimes gets in the way. There it goes. And I'll readjust and move it back up. Okay. So that's a little short entry. A little long entry. Coming down, bouncing off of area support. A small area. right here. Okay. So this was a supporting swing. I'm going to show you the area where price just bounced at. That was a supporting swing from this move up. Okay. Back up to the upside. Price pulls back. This area right here, I wanted to see, I was hoping price pull back is a little bit lower, but this little swing right here is a supporting swing, okay, from this bigger swing to the upside. And this swing to the upside, okay, it took out an area of structure. So price pushed up, pulled back, broke structure to the upside, okay, then it broke this high right here, okay. Then if you look over at a higher time frame, say we'll just use the 24 range chart, okay. This was the high right here, okay, off that 12 range, okay. Price broke structure right here, broke this high to the upside. So price pulls back to this area, this swing right here, to an area. It pulls back to this swing right here, this area of support right here, and it pulled back to a small supporting swing within that the swing right here, okay. And it rejects. I take the trade, took out the 12 range chart. Back up to this area right here, okay? Pretty much, price is going to, reject it. Has nothing here to slow it down other than this little swing here to the downside. Back up to 65, okay? So if you got in at 60, just say 60 and a quarter, 60 and a half, you could have taken it back up to 64. Guys, that's 4 points right there you could have made off that one little trade, okay? Trading the ES is fun. It doesn't move and have the big swings like the NASDAQ or some of the thinner markets like, the Dow, even the Russell. But I like trading it, and I keep saying this because the tick value is higher. You can just higher. You don't have to, with one contract, say for instance, with one contract, you can make a decent income, a decent living off of just one contract, waiting for good setups, taking 3 or 4 trades, whatever the case is, and profiting daily. At the end of the week, it all adds up, right? So that was a solid trade right there. I'll leave this up here. I'll mention it again. Price pushes up, high, forms a swing, coming down, going back up. So now we got a swing. Price pushes higher, breaking structure here. It also broke structure, broke that area of structure I just showed you, which was, we can see if we can see on the 60 range here. Where were we at? Right here. Okay, right here. It broke this area over here. Okay, this little high here as well. So when price pushed up, pulled back, push higher, broke this high here, breaking market structure. Then on the pullback, at that point we see price breaking higher, breaking structure over here. Waiting for a pullback, we scale down to a lower time frame chart, like a 12 range chart, say for instance, and it shows you clearly price pulling back to that area of support. I'm saying this again, to a supporting swing within this swing to the upside. Okay. All right. I try to make my trading as simple as possible and the explanations as well, guys. I hope you understand that. All right. So I was really looking for. Let's see with. Come on. Let me see something here. Okay. Okay. This is a range profile. It's part of the package with Disco Trading, from Disco Trading. Give me a second. I'm trying to see something here. Yeah. All right. So what I was looking for price to really do was, let's see, on that pullback there, I'll show you. On that pullback, I was looking for price to actually come pull back right below this high volume area. It came back and pretty much almost to the tick hit the upper end right here. But I was looking for coming just a little lower, maybe come back around the high volume area, maybe node there, a high volume node, or maybe a couple ticks below, okay? Because you want to try to get in where, because I know what the institutions are trying to do. They're really trying to look for areas so where they can get in on an opportunity or to take the market back up, but take it on a pullback back at a lower price. Okay, so this is, and if you don't know, guys, anybody who has any question about this is what's called a range profile. I could set these up anywhere, on my chart. I mean, any particular area. It really doesn't matter, I don't know, just anywhere. Okay. I don't know too many packages out there or too many, indicators out there that maybe have that feature built into them or whatever the case is. But Disco Trading, their range profile, I'm not sponsored by them or any kind of way. I'm just telling you what I purchased many years back, and for the price, you're getting a lot for get a bang for your buck for as far as the package they have. I think it's $159, and you got a lifetime license for it to use it. Whatever the case is, it's an NT script you can import in. NinjaTrader also has one, which is part of their lifetime license package, their volume indicator package. I think it has like the cumulative delta, volume profile. The thing about it, I believe that with the NinjaTrader one though, I think each time that you at the beginning of a session or opening of a session, the volume profile has to repopulate, unless you set up, I guess maybe, I don't know. Yeah, each time it has to repopulate. Well, all of them do that. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know though if you actually close out NinjaTrader, and the moment you open it back up, if your volume profiles will be there again. Sometimes you have to set up tick replay, and then I guess to repopulate the profiles, but then that takes up a lot of resources off your machine or from your machine to do so, and slows your machine down. So, okay. Anyways, moving on. So be careful here with this purple line is at this zone that it's marked off. This off the 60 range chart here. This is an area of supply that price is pulling back into. So you can look for an opportunity to go short. Do not, be careful. Do not be buying in this area, because just be mindful. Be careful. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but be mindful here, because price could actually reject in this area and push lower. So we see we're way up, back above the value area. Value area is down here, value high, so it could trade back into that area, back into value. So let's be careful here. Okay. Yes, sir. Let's be careful here. So typically what I like to do is when I see price, see it rejecting it. It's rejecting that area. Be careful though, because we have an area of support right below us. I like to, once price, now that we're tapped into an area, say of supply, I like to, now it's off a higher time frame now, okay? So be mindful. I like to see price reject, start breaking some structure to the downside, with confluence from looking at delta to see if it's, if it's bearish, meaning a lot of sell orders coming in, and then, take my trades accordingly. So if price breaks here, and starts forming structure to the downside, then I'll be interested in maybe looking for some short opportunities. Let's see. So basically price doing, a number like this, pulling down, pulling back. So breaking structure, meaning breaking this area here, pulling back, breaking this area here, breaking structure to the downside on the swing to move to the downside. But it could also, which is, hey, just as well, price could do this. When it pulled down and broke structure here, it could pull back, right back to this area of supply that it created. If price can come down and break, market structure here, break structure to the downside, pull back, this would be an area of supply sitting up here. So you have two means of confluency there. You have supply off the higher time frame and the lower time frame, so you're pretty much in a win-win situation there, okay? So not sure if this is going to unfold and happen right now, because it is currently almost 11:30, and the market's kind of slow down, and I'm past my time for trading, pretty much, guys. So I took a free couple trades today, and one of them I actually showed you here on the live recorded session here. So sorry about the the two that I took earlier. I knew we had news events coming up, and I didn't want to kind of be recording while I was actually trying to focus on trading. So I hope you guys understand that. But I'm going to go ahead and close the video out here and get it uploaded for you guys and have some more content. So this video here is just, showing you continuation of my style of trading, how I trade. Lots of people trade like this. It's just, and it's the right way to trade to me. But everybody trades differently. So what I'm trying to say is that I like looking at volume profile. I like looking at cumulative delta. I like looking for price breaking structure and pulling back. So, based on areas of support and resistance, but majorly so areas of supply and demand. So appreciate everyone who's tuned in and watching the video today. Share the videos as well. Share the content with other individuals, guys, that you may know that maybe you want to have thinking about, talking about trading. Some of your friends, family, who doesn't really matter. Share the content. There's a share button here on YouTube. Click it and share it with your social media outlets. But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and as well as if you can hit that little bell icon. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. This video here was just basically showing you how I incorporate and use the volume profile into my strategy of trading. Okay, my style of trading. I shouldn't say my strategy, but my style of trading. Okay, how I trade. All right, guys. See you in the next one.